Hi YouTube friends! Assalamualaikum! Welcome back to our channel! For those of you who are new to this channel, please consider subscribing to our channel. Hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you get all the latest updates whenever we post a new video. Also, like our videos.
And don't forget to comment and also share all our videos that you have here today and also from the previous videos that we have.
Yeah. This week we have
Ramen!
Yay! So we tried this ramen recipe from Nihonggo Mantappu. I mean, they are really fun bunch of people. So we followed his recipe with Hitomi, and we hope we did it right. And then we also have bak choy over here. He also had bak choy at the side. And then this one we just have extra dumplings in the fridge, so we decided to fry it. The dumpling actually looked nice. It's just my frying skills are really bad, so it looks really bad. So sorry about that, okay? So let's do this, guys. Jumpa makan semua. Itadakimasu.
Crunchy. And this week, the dumpling is the vegetable dumplings.
Yeah, it's vegetarian dumplings.
Oh, can taste the mushroom. Yeah. Oh.
Okay, so while we eat, as usual, we will tell you ghost stories. Okay, so this story is told to me by a very good friend of mine. This story started off from when she got her keys to her BTO flat. So once she got married, when she got engaged actually, and they had a very long engagement. So she once she got engaged, she applied for a BTO flat, and then once she ROM, she got her keys. Yeah, so before she got into her home, her new home, she actually stayed with her parents. Right, so it is a long wait lah. So once she got the keys to her new BTO flat, she obviously was really happy. She was overwhelmed. Who wouldn't, right? The wait for BTO nowadays, it's crazy.
Yep.
So because my friend, so my friend's husband is a very busy man. So he left most of the arrangement of the renovation, construction to my friend. So my friend, obviously, this is a girl's dream actually. I mean, if the husband leave everything to her, if my husband leave everything to me in terms of, home renovation and things like that, I'll be super happy. I will decide on every single thing. So the husband will only accompany her on the weekends to, source for things for the new house. But other than that, she does everything on her own. Yeah. So because she is also not working, she is a homemaker. So that's the reason why it's easier for her also. She's not bound to like job and things like that. So it's easier for her to just go and meet the ID or the renovation team and decide on things as well. So a couple of months went by, and they are by now the renovation has been done, and she is over the moon, and she can't wait. The both of them cannot wait to move into the new house. So after because my friend is not Muslim, she's not Malay, so she consulted a master on the right date and the right timing to enter the house. So once they have gotten the auspicious time and date from their master, so they move into the house. So they have their family and friends who came to help them with all of the move. As the night ascend upon them, their family and friends left both of them to enjoy their moment in the new house. Right, so both of them fell asleep. Biasalah, like when you are too tired from moving house and things like that, you will fall asleep. Yeah, the moment the head hits the sack, they just. The moment she sleep, she had a dream. She dreamt of a little girl who was standing in the middle of her living room.
Oh.
Yeah. So this girl is about. She told me this girl is about 5 or 6 years old, and she was standing in the middle of her living room, and actually this girl tell her to leave the house.
Oh.
She actually said, "What are you doing in my house?" And then the little girl actually say, "This is not your space. Leave." Like that.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then my friend began to frantically say, "This is my place, leave, until her husband woke her up. So her husband hey, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you shouting in your dream? And then she woke up, and then her husband asked, "What's wrong with you?" And then she said, No, I think I'm just too tired. She just brushed it off as being too tired lah. And then when she woke up, it was already in the morning already. So nothing happened, and then she just go by her day, and during the day nothing happened to her at the house. Everything was as per normal. It's only when the second night she went back to sleep, and then she had the same dream again, but this time around the little girl is not in her living room but in her room.
Oh.
Yeah. So this little girl actually came into her room and asked her to leave again. She said, "This is not your space, leave." And then she said, "No, this is my house. I bought this house. This is my house. I'm staying here." And then the same thing all over again. Her husband had to wake her up, and then the moment she woke up, it's already in the morning. And then she's like, "What is wrong with me?" And she still doesn't want to tell her husband at this point.
Okay.
But she is already very exhausted lah, because from the move, and then the first night she cannot sleep, and then it's not that she cannot sleep, but it's a disturbed sleep. And then the second night it's the same thing. And then after that she was like wondering what is wrong, is it like something's wrong? She's like she became how do I say it, she became suspicious of like, is there something wrong here, right? And then after that she just brushed it off and then go as per normal. The day went on as per normal. And then on the third night, she dreamt of the girl again. And this time, the girl is really very near her bed. Yeah. And then the girl said, "Leave, this is not your space." And then the girl lunged at her. The girl wanted to strangle her, and she was like, gasping for air. That's the moment when the husband woke her up. And then her husband asked her to answer him truthfully, like, what really happened? Why are you like shouting every single night? I mean, previously she wasn't like this, right? When they were staying at her parents' place, she was not like this. So the husband asked, what is wrong? Like, why are you keep on having these nightmares? And she said, this is what she dreamt. Every single time, every single night, she dreamt the same girl asking her to leave. And then the third night, it got worse.
Okay.
Yeah. And then after that, her husband suggested that they consulted their master lah, because they have their master, right? So the husband suggested that they went and talked to the master, and then the master is fully booked. Yeah, so the master, of course, I mean, like, you cannot like immediately right? I mean, so the master is fully booked at that time, so they had to wait for a little bit. So the master actually, I think the master can only came in on the weekend or something like that. So for that one whole week, she actually suggested to her husband. It wasn't like really suggesting, like she was just like persuading her husband to like, let's go back to my mom's place to sleep to stay the night at my mom's place. So once the master came in, the master went into her room. The master went into the whole entire house. And then the master didn't like, it's very relaxed. Well, what I understand is that the master is very relaxed. The master like went to every single room. There was no drama. There was no like la 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 la. No drama at all. The master was just like walking, and there was an assistant or something like that behind him, and then they were like doing some maybe surveying. I don't know. It's just dorang punya cara lah, right? It's their way of doing things. And then once the master has done his surveying or walking around and things like that, so the master actually went up to the couple, and the master actually said that before they did the renovation, okay, the explanation to this part is a little bit maybe is a little bit longer lah. So before the renovation, when they were moving the tiles on the floor, before they were moving the tiles to her home, the tiles was left underneath a certain void deck.
Okay.
Right? Before it was moved over to her place lah. So these tiles were placed at a certain void deck. And it so happened that a lady committed suicide by jumping down that flat.
Okay.
And her blood splattered onto the tile that eventually goes onto her place.
Huh? Oh my god. Then
And then apparently what I understand is that the tiles were cleaned up, but there are certain spots that still kena her blood lah. Yeah, there are still spots of blood on the tile. So, and then the contractor just put in the tile into her place, and that's the reason why she followed her home. I mean, she claimed that place is hers lah. Yeah, so the master actually suggests for him to cleanse out the spirit and things like that. There were rituals to cleanse out the house. After the ritual, apparently there's no other disturbances lah.
She should be looking for CSI.
Huh?
That's
using
the
UV. Right, so what do you think about this story, guys? When I heard about this story from my friend, I was like, whoa, this story is out of the world. I mean, who would expect? Right? Who would expect that it's because of the splatters of the blood?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try the egg. This is done by Andy, guys.
Okay, this is 6 minutes egg. So if you want a bit more firmer, you have to add another a minute or two. Okay, you can find it from YouTube.
Sedap, guys.
Yeah, you can find it from YouTube. As in like which time to cook the egg. So anyway, my story. The writer came from a poor background, but she made up for it being hardworking by nature. So she worked multiple part-time jobs that were quite a distance from where she was staying. Okay, so a couple of days later, she was looking through the newspaper and also internet, and noticed that there was an old apartment for rent. And it's really on a very cheap price. And it also happened that the place of the rental is near to where she works. So she thought she knew this
so
was...
it's for convenience sake.
So she thought this was a good to be true, right?
It's too good to be true.
Yeah. So therefore she just hurried to the location and rented the place before anyone could, right? So she told clearly that no matter what, she must never. Okay,
so it came with a condition, huh?
She must not, or she must never open the particular storeroom door, even she heard loud, weird noises from it.
Something's not right already.
So, however, for an entire week, weird noises begin to happen every single night. So, just a little note that the writer is a non-Muslim, okay? And the story did not take place in Singapore, definitely, okay? It's from our neighbor lah.
Neighboring country.
Neighboring country, yeah. So, this is a sequence of what happened within those 7 days. First night, she heard scratching coming from behind the storeroom door.
The storeroom door that the landlord said do not open.
The first night, no? The first night. The first night, she already encountered this.
Dah.
So it was extremely loud and unbearable. So she left the noise alone and did not bother about it. Okay, so second night, guys. Again, she heard the same scratching, but the sound got significantly louder. She was unable to sleep that night. So kind of regretting, she took cheap deal with the landlord. She
So by now she already regretting it lah.
She prayed that night. Oh my God, Lord, hey.
Oh, my egg.
So she prayed that night to be at least better lah than the night on the first night. The third night, guys, she was pleasantly surprised at how quiet it has been. But at exactly 3 a.m. in the morning, her peaceful sleep was interrupted. Her blanket lifted upwards and being pulled towards the storeroom handle.
Only the blanket?
Yeah. It felt like there was something that wants her to open the storeroom, you see. So again, she just don't care and pull the blanket back again. Okay. So the fourth night. Okay, this night was the beginning of that would be the scariest nights of she had ever encountered the last 3 nights.
Oh no.
Okay. A suddenly icy cold wind blew into her room. Okay. So she woke up immediately and quickly closed all the windows. But upon reaching the windows are all closed.
Huh?
So where does the chilly wind come from? So shockingly enough, all the windows closed, right? But the wind still drafted into her room. She followed the bone-chilling wind to where the source come from. And it come from the storeroom. Like, right?
But now, if I'm her, I'll be curious already. I would want to open up the storeroom.
So the moment she arrived at the storeroom, the cold air was filled with warmth. It's already different. Yeah. So no matter how creeped out she was, she chose to not think too much about it and went back to bed.
To sleep.
Okay, maybe, I mean, if you know that someone to tell you that not to open that kind of particular door, of course you would, like try not to think about it anymore, right?
Yeah.
Because even though something is going on, okay. So fifth night, guys, finally something extremely peculiar happened. She knew that she has never sleepwalked in her entire life. Okay, but she remembers that she was sleeping on her bed. Okay, but she only wake up.
She woke up at another place, is it?
Yeah.
Where did she wake up?
She wake up at 6 a.m. and on the floor.
She's lying on the floor?
On the floor. Worse, the blanket and her jacket was hanging on the storeroom doorknob. Again, guys. So she left the door and went about to do her business for the day lah. So 6 nights, guys. There's 6 nights. This night was the worst by far. She was again unable to close her eyes to fall asleep, thinking about the weird things that have happened recently. Okay, the bone-chilling breeze is back, guys. It's that storeroom again. She exclaimed internally, trying to fiddle around in the dark in search for the blanket and the jacket, but it was not on the bed.
No, where is it?
Because it's in the dark, right? Remember?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's in the dark. So she tried to look for it. When she got to know where the jacket was, or
Is it inside the storeroom?
No.
Then?
It is still again on the doorknob. So she quickly grabbed.
The door really did not open, lah.
Luckily, it's not open yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yet. Okay. So she rushed quickly to the door and quickly grabbed everything off from the doorknob. And she dashed back straight to the bed. She shut her eyes and hit her head into the blanket, as though that the blanket can actually protect her.
Like
Yeah, like like that. You know, right? Okay. Okay. So the 7th night, guys. So last night was the last straw of all. She went ahead to buy a Bible and pick up a talisman from the temple.
Anyhow.
Okay. So
One Bible, one talisman should be enough lah,
yeah, thinking it would help her lah. But it didn't, guys.
Huh?
It didn't.
Oh no.
At exactly 3 a.m., an ear piercing scratch jolted her awake. Like her blood ran
From
cold.
the storeroom?
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Her blood ran cold, guys. When she saw the Bible and the talisman she bought had a knife stabbed right through the door.
What?
Yeah. Somewhere in the center of the door, you know.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So who would do that? I mean, like only human would do that, right? So.
No, I don't think humans would do that lah. Ghosts would do that lah. Spirit.
I mean, thinking about if let's say someone would like to make you feel scared or something like that, right? I'm sure.
Oh, yeah lah, because physical things mah. Yeah.
Right. So.
Aku ni hantu je.
So, she started to have cold sweats because of the scary part, right? I mean, this part that she really made her scared. After that, she heard a metallic thud, like someone stabbing on the floor. Tuk, 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 tuk.
Oh no.
She mustered up her courage to turn her head away from the storeroom, the eyes tracing the perimeter around to the bed to check if there were indeed knives dug into the wooden floor. With a loud voice, Dan spoke beside her ears. Where are you looking at?
What?
Where are you looking at?
Shit. So she was looking at the wrong place.
Yeah. She jerked straight back up straight, staring in the direction of that storeroom, shivering in fear as she saw the knife on the storeroom door started to move, carving itself, guys.
Oh my god.
It's
So
like
the knife.
a real it's like a real life. How do I say? A real life that thing moved, and it's carving, guys.
It's carving on
Like
where?
it's carving on the storeroom.
Oh no. So the knife got stuck on the storeroom and then it just starts carving
it's now
itself?
starting to carve. Guys,
What did it carve?
We know what it. Yeah, you know what it carved?
What?
DIE.
Mampus.
So in the blink of an eye, she stood up instantly, got up of the room, and never come back to the moment she saw that word.
Sianya.
A month later, she was watching the news on television. I think by the time she must have moved somewhere else lah.
Yeah.
Okay, so they were talking about how the police had found a dead body in a fridge hidden away in the storeroom. So the body had been stabbed multiple times, and the the face was disfigured.
Oh.
So
there is a body in there. So
Yeah.
basically the soul
someone,
of the person who got killed is asking her to.
yeah.
So die meaning she
Perhaps.
died inside.
Perhaps. Yeah.
Stresnya cerita ni.
So the police arrested the man that deemed responsible for the crime. I think it's the landlord lah.
Oh shit.
Okay, showed the man's face. It was the landlord. I mean, from the television, it was showed it was the landlord lah. So
He actually said that he killed the girl.
yeah,
He confessed.
I mean, he's not confessed yet, but it was. I mean, the police I think found traces lah. I think that I think showed that it was the landlord's job or work, right?
There
So
were evidence.
yeah, so she thought she thought she finally solved the puzzle, thinking that the victim simply wanted to be found, but she was proven dead wrong.
What?
Within a few days, the policeman that found the dead body went missing. Perhaps they were dragged into the storeroom just like the original victim was.
Oh.
So that means
So the girl who was in the storeroom, probably she is the previous what owner?
no,
Renter.
Renter, yeah.
Oh my god! So probably she rents the house, and then something happened to her because of whatever that is in the storeroom, and then she came in, and then oh no!
So this story really like intrigue us. That's why we would like to share it with you guys, because it's very how do I say intense. Yeah, and also like who wouldn't know that a ghost can carve DIE on the door.
DIE, yeah.
Crazy. So I don't know whether the so-called ghost, okay, carve die as in for her to die, or to inform her that
She is
I
dead?
died. Yeah, you see, I'm in the storeroom and I died. Maybe she wanted to tell the girl that.
No, now because we already know the ending of the story, right? I think it's the spirit who is trying to tell this girl to die.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, because if the dead girl is the one who's trying to try to give her a message and trying to tell her that she is
She's
dead
dead,
inside,
yeah.
she would have put dead.
Oh yeah, that is true. That's quite true.
Unless if her English is bad.
Yeah, that's quite true. Yeah, that's quite true of what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it that we have for you guys today. We have actually finished the ramen, guys.
Because the ramen is so nice, guys. You should try this.
Yeah, if you are interested, we will link that particular video and on the description box below. And then so that's all that we have for you today. That's all the stories that we have for you today. We'll see you again next week. Don't forget to hit on the subscribe button and lead up the notification bell so that you get all the latest updates when we post a new video. Also, do not forget to like our videos.
And don't forget to comment whoever that you like to get the ingredients or how to make it. You can get from the link that we will post it. And don't forget to share our videos, guys.
With whomever you know.
Yes.
We'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.
Assalamualaikum.